All right, men, I know you want to be strong, which means you don't want to be weak. But where do you start? How do you get stronger? How do you get rid of the weakness in your life? And I'm not just talking about hitting the weights. That's actually kind of easy. I'm talking about developing character, developing a good name, a good reputation. How do you get rid of the weakness that drags your name down and worse yet, drags the name of Christ through the mud? Well, I want to give you 5 areas to work on. And number 1 is don't seek the praise of men. God knows the quality of your work. He sees everything you do. Live for His praise. Seeking the praise of other men, and especially women, is a demonstration of weakness. It means that you have to have everything you do validated by someone else. Be known by the quality of your work. Let the work speak for itself. Don't go out fishing for praise. Let the lips of another praise you. If you're doing good work, in time, people will take notice, okay? The flip side of this is number 2, don't self-deprecate. So if number 1's don't brag, don't call attention to yourself, number 2 is don't drag yourself down. Don't always make fun of yourself. That's another demonstration of weakness because it demonstrates an insecurity. And insecurity is just the flip side of braggadociousness. Insecurity is a form of pride. And it doesn't gain you anything making fun of yourself. It just makes people know that you don't have any self-respect. Now, that being said, you should be able to laugh at yourself. You don't want to be such a frail man that if you run into a wall, you can't laugh about it. Or if you do something stupid, you can't laugh about it. A self-serious man is twice as frail as the self-deprecator. At least that's my experience. But you don't want to be either. Now, number 3. Do not complain. Men solve problems. They don't whine about a situation. They create a solution with whatever available resources they have. Think MacGyver, but, not trying to, take care of a bomb or whatever. And a resource you have is prayer. God works through prayer. So maybe you don't have money, maybe you don't have all the tools you need, but you always have prayer. So be a man that takes action. Complaining solves nothing. It demonstrates weakness of resolve and an unwillingness to take responsibility for the situation that God providentially has put you in. Be a man of action, not a man of whining. Number 4, don't make excuses. If you fail, own it. Own it completely. Men are leaders, and leaders aren't excuse makers. When a leader does something wrong or fails to, live up to his commitments, he simply says, I was wrong. I will go right it. So if you've not followed through on a commitment, own it. Say it's my fault. Don't make any excuses. Owning it is a demonstration of strength. It shows that you're willing to take responsibility for your failure. Excusing it, coming up with every little excuse underneath the sun why you couldn't get it done, is a demonstration of weakness. Don't be that man. Number 5, don't break promises. If you say you'll do something, do it. Do it no matter how hard it is, right? Go after that commitment. Fulfill it. A man is known by his word. Is your word your bond? Well, so many of us fail in this area, and I have failed in this area before in many ways, and I am working on it simply by committing to less. So I say yes to less things, and the things that I've said yes to, I make sure I get those things done. So always always under-promise and over-deliver. So those are 5 areas. Those are 5 areas that'll help you grow in your strength, in your manliness. If you work on those areas, I guarantee that you will be stronger and people will take notice. Your wife, your girlfriend, ladies around you will take notice. This is the sort of man that everyone respects, but more importantly, you will live a life that's pleasing to God.